and 208. I think this lesson will be very simple for you because it's only prefixes and suffixes, and these are some of the things that we've been studying in spelling already. So I'm just going to go ahead and read the definition for a prefix and then the suffix. It says a prefix is a group of letters added to the beginning of a base word to make a new word with a different meaning or use. So they have a chart right here for you. These are different types of prefixes. These are the meanings of those prefixes. This is an example of those prefixes being used in with a word, and then this is the meaning of that word. So pretty simple. All right, for a suffix, so prefix, let me just add, is a word part that goes at the beginning. So I know it says, it's right here, beginning of the base word. So this is your keyword. Prefix, you only see these at the beginning of a word. Now a suffix is a group of letters added to the end of a base word to make it a new word. So suffixes, like I said, are at the end. Prefixes are at the beginning. It says adding a suffix often changes the part of speech and sometimes the spelling of the base word. And then they have a chart right here for you with some examples of suffixes, the meanings of those suffixes, examples with those suffixes being used, and then the meaning of these words right here. So guided practice, I think you guys will be fine with this lesson. It says make a new word by adding a prefix or a suffix to the base word to fit the meaning of each sentence. So number one, Wallace, Carothers, Carothers, I'm going to say Carothers because it looks like car and others, invented the wonder fabric called nylon. All right, we're just going to change wonder. We can't really add a prefix to wonder, but I think you know of a word that would, or a suffix that we could easily add to the end of wonder to make it wonderful. There you go. And if you look up here, full is right here, full of, like truthful, full of truth. So wonderful. Number two says, nylon is usual because it is man-made. We're going to change usual. We're going to add a prefix to usual to make it unusual. Just like that. Nylon is unusual because it is man-made. Number three, Carothers, blank, or accomplish is the word that we want to change, was the first of many synthetic materials. Okay, so we want to change, we're going to add a suffix to accomplish. We're going to make it accomplishment. Carothers' accomplishment was the first of many synthetic materials. Oops, running out of room there. All right. So that's basically all of today's lesson. It's just looking at the base word that's in blue in parentheses and deciding, am I going to add a prefix, which is a word part that goes at the beginning of the base word, or am I going to add a suffix, which is the word part that goes at the end of that base word. So let me go over your independent practice. I might need to move the camera. Hold on one moment. There we go. All right, so independent part one, same as what we just did. There's your base word in blue parentheses. All you need to do is read the sentence and either add a prefix or a suffix to that base word so that it makes sense in the sentence. Make sure that you maybe want to whisper read the sentence to yourself when you've added that word into the sentence to see if it makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, you might need to change either the prefix or the suffix. All right, for the bottom part, it says fill in the circle next to the correct meaning of the underlined word. So they've given you a sentence, and then they've underlined a word. Now what you have to decide is, what does this word mean based on the suffix or the prefix? So right here, DuPont's team searched diligently for a way to create the first synthetic fiber in 1934. Now we have to think about it. Diligently. Search diligently. So they really focus on trying to find a way to create this first synthetic fiber. So if they're really looking or they're searching, it's not diligent, because that would mean they weren't doing anything. So they were looking in a diligent way. So number 7, the answer is the second choice. Okay, so you have to go through 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and do the same thing. Look at that underlined word, think about the prefix or the suffix, and based on that, what does that word mean? Remember, applying right, you don't need to worry about. And then what I'll do is tomorrow, you'll notice that on page 209 is the chapter review. So I'm just going to go through that with you, because on Monday, you'll have to take the chapter 11 test in your English book, in your English test book. And so I just want to make sure you understand what you need to do. All right, if you have any questions or concerns about prefixes or suffixes, feel free to send me a message. I'll be more than happy to help you.